Do you know who managed to get all the attention of New York Fashion Week focused on her in an instant? Not a professional model or a famous designer, but a megastar from the world of music. All eyes were on Manhattan for the launch event of the Calvin Klein Spring 2026 collection, and an eerie atmosphere awaited the arrival of a global celebrity. The clue is, this idol has a loyal following called ARMY, and his voice has broken various world records. Who else but JungKook from BTS? Yes, that golden magne once again proved its undeniable allure. JungKook arrived at the Calvin Klein exclusive event not as an observer, but as the long-awaited main star. It comes with an aura that instantly dims the lights of New York City. Her look was simply stunning, wearing a deconstructed suit from Calvin Klein's latest collection that perfectly highlighted her defined shoulder line and athletic physique. Every camera shot aimed at him seemed to produce a frame worthy of a magazine page. Her emotional shock was to see how naturally and powerfully she adapted from the energetic concert stage into the world of high fashion full of calm and cool attitude. His presence is not simply attending events, but really ruling them, silencing all doubts that he is a new force to be reckoned with in the fashion universe. The event is not just about fashion launches, but about JungKook's coronation as a legitimate fashion icon, proving that his influence knows no bounds, from music charts to fashion runways, and in his every move, JungKook doesn't just put on clothes, he brings them to life. Every detail, from the slightly unconventional cut of the suit to the carefully selected minimalist accessories, tells the story of an artist who fully understands the visual and narrative power of fashion. Calvin Klein's designs, known for their minimalist and androgynous aesthetics, harmonize perfectly with JungKook's innocent yet alluring appeal, creating a synergy that feels so natural and authentic. Another emotional shock comes precisely from unexpected moments. Not just from her flawless looks, but from her warm interactions with other creators and celebrities there. Her distinctive, sincere, and slightly timid smile was able to melt the tension of a high-fashion event that often feels stiff, reminding everyone that behind all the glamour, there is a young boy from Busan who is enjoying this moment with a flowering heart. The fashion editors and critics in attendance couldn't cover their admiration, many whispering that JungKook's presence brought a breath of fresh air and new energy that the industry desperately needed. This event is, in the end, more than just a collection launch. This is a statement, a declaration that the fashion world has found its most influential new ambassador. JungKook was not only present, he mastered the stage, proving once again that his talent is not limited only to music. He is a trendsetter, a creator of moments, and a cultural force that continues to resonate, leaving everyone who witnessed it that night with one belief, that whatever JungKook touches will turn to gold. And the resonance of that performance continued to resonate long after the lights of the event went out. The next day, JungKook's impact at New York Fashion Week wasn't measured by how much he was photographed, but by the conversations he triggered. Every leading fashion medium, from Vogue to Harper's Bazaar, flooded the headlines with praise for JungKook's moment, highlighting how he seamlessly translates his musical energy into dazzling visual elegance. What's more surprising? An internal Calvin Klein source said that certain JungKook designs increased online searches by more than 800% overnight, a clear proof of what analysts now call the JungKook effect. But the deepest emotional shock came precisely from the confessions of insiders. A well-known stylist who declined to be named shared, "As a rule, celebrities come, are photographed, and leave. But JungKook is different. She was really involved, asking about the creative process behind the collection, about the inspiration of the textiles and the pieces. She's not just a mannequin, she is a living muse." This recognition paints a more intimate picture of the night, a global superstar who, beneath all the spotlight, retains a humble curiosity and deep respect for the craft behind fashion. This is not just a successful appearance, it is a catalyst for a change in perception. JungKook, with his presence, has erased the worn dividing line between the world of pop music and the ivory tower of high-end fashion. She proves that true style icons are not born from the runway alone, but from authenticity, curiosity, and the ability to connect with the audience on a human level. That night in New York, JungKook wasn't just wearing clothes. He was wearing a conviction, a belief that the future of fashion is inclusive, authentic, and limitless. And the world, with all its admiration, watched and agreed. The world may have gotten used to the wave of JungKook mania that hit the charts and streaming platforms, but the wave it created in the fashion world this time around feels different, deeper, and perhaps more timeless. The impact doesn't just stop at increasing a brand's sales or social media engagement numbers, but extends into a subtler area, influencing aesthetic tastes and conversations globally. One cultural critic noted, "What JungKook is doing is democratizing high fashion. He makes it feel relatable, digestible, yet not deprived of its aspirational, elitist feel." The biggest surprise is probably how this moment ignited a conversation about modern masculinity. JungKook's appearance at the Calvin Klein show, with silhouettes that play between strong and soft, gallant and androgynous, became a perfect case study of how gender boundaries in fashion are constantly being questioned and expanded. She is not afraid to look vulnerable in a deconstructive cut or look dashing in a suit that confirms the shape of the body. In one night, without needing to say a word, JungKook became an ambassador for fluid self-expression, sending a powerful message to his millions of fans that fashion is a language for expressing all sides of the self, without the need to be limited by labels. And that message reached not just the army, but the entire industry. A few weeks after NYFW, reports from major fashion houses began to surface about wanting to hire an ambassador who not only had a large following, but also had creative integrity and a genuine understanding of fashion, a blueprint that exactly describes JungKook. That night in New York, JungKook not only ruled the stage, she subtly but surely shifted the clockwise direction of the fashion world itself, opening the door for a new generation of icons to come after her.